Canelo has power. That's his natural fighting weight. You're moving up. That's not your natural fighting weight. You have the speed advantage. So are you going to be able to maintain that speed advantage and still be able to pack a punch?
If you can punch, you can punch.
Okay.
You know, it may not have the same effect that it did on a smaller guy, on a bigger guy, but if you sharp, you sharp.
Right.
You know, and I don't got to knock him out. I just got to beat him.
Right.
Canelo's not just a puncher. I don't know why. That's
what people believe, huh?
It's just like this. They don't know boxing. They just looking at him being strong.
The bigger man.
He's a great boxer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
People taking away from his boxing skills and just thinking that he's just this puncher when that's not true. So
nothing, just good luck. I say to him, I hope we put a good show September. No, not like this.
I think Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent. And he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think fight.
The boxing world is buzzing with shock and excitement as the long-awaited fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford is finally set for September. Crawford called Canelo the face of boxing and the best opponent available, making this the biggest fight of his career. He's eager to step into the ring with another great fighter. When asked how he plans to beat Canelo, he kept his answer short and confident. People will find out in the ring.
Boxing, he's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there, so that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You will see.
Amir Khan also shared his thoughts on the potential Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford fight, calling it an even bigger and more exciting matchup. He noted that while Canelo is naturally bigger and heavier, Crawford's recent performances raise questions about how the fight could play out. Khan believes that size and power alone won't be enough. Fighters will need ring IQ, speed, strategy, and complete boxing skills to win. He said this matchup brings together two of the best pound-for-pound fighters, and even though Crawford will be giving up weight, it remains a close and unpredictable fight that could go either way.
Bigger fight happened now with Canelo and Crawford. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Is there more question marks being asked in that fight now? Because a lot of people say, look, Canelo's a bigger guy. He should technically be the bigger guy, have too much weight for Crawford. But from that performance, do you feel like it's a lot tight and there's a lot more question marks in that fight?
Yeah, I mean, you need more than size. You need more than weight. You need more than everything. I mean, I think what you need now is you just need box IQ, the right box IQ. You know what I mean? You need to be smart. And someone like Canelo fighting against Crawford, you need more than power. You need more than speed. You need ring IQ. You need literally everything, because this is the two best pound-for-pound fighters who are going to be fighting each other. Even though Crawford is going to be giving away a lot of weight, but I feel that it could go either.
Hamza Shiraz said he believes Canelo Alvarez will win by knockout, mainly because of the weight difference. He explained that moving from 154 to 168 pounds to face one of the best fighters is a huge leap, even for someone as skilled as Terence Crawford. Still, he added that you can never completely count Crawford out, but in his view, Canelo is likely to secure the knockout.
Win by knockout, and that's only because of the weight. You can't jump up from 54 to 68 fighting the best of the best, even though you're the best yourself. It's too much of a weight jump, man. But listen, you never know. You can't write off Crawford, but I think Canelo will.
Bile said he believes Terence Crawford genuinely wants the fight with Canelo Alvarez and will be more active than Canelo's last opponent. He noted that Crawford has a champion's mentality, which will make the fight more exciting. On the weight difference, Bile said Crawford won't let Canelo move around and rest whenever he wants, as he did in his previous fight. He added that it will be harder for Canelo to take breaks with Crawford in the ring. When asked who will win, Bile said he doesn't know but called it a very intriguing matchup.
I think Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent, and he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think fight will be much more interesting.
What do you make of the weight in that fight, the weight difference?
I think Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when he wants, because we could see this fight. Canelo did everything. When he wanna rest, he could rest easy, you know, in this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. He just rest. And I think with Crawford, it will be harder to rest.
Who do you think wins?
I don't know. It's a very interesting fight.
Aaron Boots Ennis said he leans toward Canelo Alvarez winning the fight, noting that Canelo has a history of stopping bigger opponents even though he isn't a natural 168-pounder. He pointed out that many of Canelo's past opponents likely weigh close to 200 pounds on fight night, yet Canelo still manages to defeat them. Ennis believes the fight will be exciting and exactly what fans want to see. He also suggested that Terence Crawford consider a tune-up fight at 160 pounds to get used to facing bigger opponents, build muscle, and stay sharp while avoiding a long layoff.
More towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68-pounder. He probably really should be at 60, maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, you know, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight. You know, at like 60 or like at least at 60, just to get his body, you know, the feeling of somebody a little bit bigger. You know, and things like that. You know. I know when you go up a weight, you gotta, you know, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavy and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
Ennis explained that if he were coaching Terence Crawford for a fight against Canelo Alvarez, his focus would be on movement, control, and precision. He said Crawford would need to stay off the ropes, remain alert, and constantly change rhythm to throw Canelo off. Since Canelo carries serious power, Crawford must avoid being a stationary target, stay active with his footwork, maintain a tight guard, and use smart setups to stay one step ahead.
What I would say, if I, was working with Terence or something like that, I would have him boxing, boxing, moving, and when he gets that time up, frustrating, And that's the only way I can see him, Terence beating him, Now, Canelo's a puncher, man, So you can't be laying around on the ropes on him because he punch you in your arm and hurt you, So you gotta be on. You gotta be on. Boxing, moving, little shake here, little fake there, Hands up. Gotta be right, man. I think that's going to be a great fight, man. People counting
Edgar Berlanga believes that in boxing, anything is possible and considers Terence Crawford a legendary and exceptional fighter. However, he feels Canelo Alvarez holds the advantage in size and weight. While Berlanga respects Crawford's abilities and ring intelligence, acknowledging that he can compete with and even outperform anyone, he emphasizes that Crawford should never be underestimated despite Canelo's physical edge. Berlanga highlights Crawford's greatness in the sport.
You know that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't.
Roy Jones Jr. shared his perspective on the potential fight, calling it an exciting matchup for boxing. While acknowledging that some may doubt it, Jones believes the outcome could go either way depending on Canelo's approach. He warned that if Canelo fights recklessly, he could lose, but if he uses smart tactics, it would be a tough challenge. Regarding Crawford, Jones emphasized the importance of making weight and maximizing his strength, stressing that staying within the weight limit will be key to his success.
Hello, done deal. Look like the fight is signed. What's your thoughts on this fight, man?
Man, it's a great fight for boxing. I know people don't agree with it, but if Canelo fights one inkling of the wrong fight, he gonna lose. If he comes out and fights the right fight, it's gonna be tough. So right now, I think it go be either way, but it depends on what type of fight Canelo fights.
You've been a guy that moved up in weight class. How do you think Terence Crawford should handle the weight? Should he come in lighter? Should he come right around the weight limit?
Come in as big as he can get. If you get to the weight limit, because there is a weight limit.
Errol Spence Jr. believes Terence Crawford has what it takes to challenge Canelo Alvarez and achieve something great. Spence expressed his support for Crawford, saying he would back him if the fight happens. Though uncertain about the outcome, he feels Crawford, in his pursuit of greatness, is capable of taking on such a challenge. Spence also noted that since Canelo moved up to 175 pounds to face fighters like Kovalev, Crawford, who started at 147, should be able to rise to the challenge as well.
Could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford wanna challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. You know, so you know what I'm saying, I'm with it. So you know, I'll be going for Bud. You know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
Yeah. You know,
He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So I mean, if he can do it, and he started at 147. So I mean, if he's doing it, why can't?
Brian Bulak McIntyre, Terence Crawford's trainer, kept the specifics of the fight private but expressed excitement for the challenge ahead. He's eager to see Crawford rise to the occasion and prove his greatness. Bulak believes Crawford is one of the top fighters in boxing, and as his coach, his job is to guide him to victory with the support of the entire team, including Red and Bernie.
How excited are you about it, and break the fight down for us?
Well, I ain't gonna break the fight down for you because I don't want to get a game plan away. But I'm excited for Terence more than anything to get the fight that he wants, to show the world that he's great. He's great, one of the greats that laced up the gloves. And so it's my job as a trainer. It's the job of Souls, the job of Red, whoever else is coming in camp with us, Bernie, to lead him to that.
Black also pointed out that Crawford must have seen something in Canelo when he decided to call him out. He emphasized that it's Canelo who is being challenged, highlighting Crawford's confidence in his ability to win. Bulak stressed that their focus is on helping Crawford achieve that goal and come out on top.
The man must have seen something when he called to Canelo out, because you got to remember, Bud called Canelo out. So he must see something in order for him to get that win. And he know he can win. So like I said before, it's our job to get him to...
Caleb Plant praised Terence Crawford for his strength and punching power, noting that Crawford is versatile and can switch easily between orthodox and southpaw styles. He admired Crawford's ability to control distance in the ring, whether up close, at mid-range, or from the outside. Plant expressed excitement for the fight, but acknowledged the uncertainty of the outcome, which is why so many fans are eager to see it unfold.
A chance. You know, Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox, southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, close range, outside. And he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a big question mark on the end of it, though. So that's why, I'm sure all of us are excited for that bell to ring and, be able to
give him a chance, Caleb Plant said. Terence is strong, he can punch, and he's got good power. He can fight from both ways, orthodox or southpaw, and handle mid-range, close range, or outside. It's exciting, but it's a big question mark, which is why we're all eager for that bell to ring and see what happens. Plant also offered advice to Crawford, urging him to stay true to his style. He emphasized that Crawford's skills allow him to adapt to different situations and switch stances effortlessly. Plant encouraged him to stay calm, enjoy the journey, and focus on a strong training camp, believing the key is to let the fight play out naturally.
And encourage Terence to be himself. As I said before, from the inside, mid-range, outside, southpaw, right hand, moving left, moving right, he can do it all. So I would encourage him to stay relaxed, go in there, have fun, have a good camp, and
Jim Lampley expressed doubts about Crawford's readiness to face Canelo, citing Crawford's previous bout with Israel Madrimov as a warning. Lampley believes Crawford struggled to adjust to a higher weight class, and moving up even further to fight someone like Canelo raises concerns. While acknowledging Crawford's talent, he worries that Canelo's size and strength at super middleweight could reduce the advantages Crawford usually relies on. Lampley doesn't question Crawford's heart or skill, but feels this weight jump could impact his effectiveness in the ring.
You think about the fight now that you just witnessed Canelo Alvarez again in the masterclass performance?
I love Terence Crawford, and I want him to have what he wants. But off of what I saw tonight and what I saw in Los Angeles last month when Crawford was fighting Madrimov, I am more than ever concerned that he's not big enough. and not big enough to be able to move around the ring and muscle Canelo in the way that you would have to ward off those really vicious inside.
Andre Ward shared strong confidence in Terence Crawford facing Canelo Alvarez, even with the tough move to a higher weight. He admitted the weight change is hard, but said no fighter has shown they can break Crawford's mindset or outsmart him inside the ring. Ward said he would never bet against Crawford and added this praise is not to dismiss Canelo but to show full trust in Crawford's power skill and will to beat anyone.
With Terence Crawford, you know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show.
Juan Manuel Marquez raised concerns about the possible matchup and recognized Terence Crawford's talent in lighter divisions such as super lightweight welterweight and super welterweight. He questioned whether moving to an even higher weight is a smart move and suggested it could work against him. Marquez pointed to Crawford's fight with Madrimov where he looked slower and lacked his usual power, which may show the higher weight does not fit him well. While he praised Crawford's defense and clean punching, he feels the size difference would strongly favor Canelo in the fight.
I like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, it has divisions. You know what I mean? You know?
Right, weight classes.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah, weight classes.
For a reason.
Weight classes for, yeah. And Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, but I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimov.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power, and three more divisions. Two more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination punches, but I think the weight class is no.
Mikey Garcia gave his view on a possible Crawford versus Canelo fight and said it does not excite him much, but he believes it will still happen because of the huge money involved. He explained that Crawford would likely accept because the payday would be the largest of his career. Garcia also said Canelo may see it as a low-risk fight since even a loss would not hurt him much. With earnings expected to reach around $100 million or more, Garcia feels Canelo would agree to the fight without any hesitation.
Crawford fight? I'm not very excited for it either, but I think they do it because so much money that's being poured out there, and Crawford obviously also would like to take that fight because he's gonna make the biggest paycheck ever. Canelo will see it like a fight that he's not gonna get hurt. Even if he were to lose that fight, he's not getting hurt.
Yeah.
But he is gonna collect fucking 80, 100 million or whatever the fuck he's gonna collect. It's a lot of money. So he'll.
Regis Prograis said he is choosing Canelo Alvarez to win and explained that weight divisions matter for a reason. He showed strong respect for Terence Crawford and called him one of the best fighters today, but believes Canelo's strength and long experience at heavier weights give him a clear advantage in the matchup.
Canelo on that one. Crawford. Yeah, I got Canelo, bro. I mean, shots watching Canelo earlier, Canelo versus Triple G. I mean, I just think that it's weight class for a reason. Crawford, the best. I think Crawford, the best fighter on the planet. Been the best fighter on the planet for.
Prograis admitted the decision is not easy because both fighters are elite, but he feels Canelo's success in multiple weight classes makes him the tougher opponent. In the end, even with strong respect for Crawford, Prograis leaned toward Canelo as the likely winner.
And they're the best on the planet. But for me, obviously, I'm American. We got to stick with the Americans. So I think Crawford the best fighter on the planet. But Canelo, I think Canelo just a different monster, bro. They always say this, bro. They make weight class for a reason. So I got Canelo, bro. It's hard for me to. Canelo like the tank, bro. It's hard for me to go against him. It's hard for me to go against Bud too. But man, with Canelo with going up those weight divisions, I feel like I'm gonna go.
Famo Lopez gave his thoughts on a possible Crawford versus Canelo fight and said both fighters must first focus on winning their upcoming matches before thinking about anything bigger. He stressed that taking care of the next fight is what matters most right now. Lopez added that in today's boxing world a fighter's image is built on their most recent showing, so it is important to see how each man performs next before judging or predicting a future clash.